Very good morning, students. Today we are going to begin with Battle of Boxer. Okay. Now, as promised, the East India Company appointed Mir Jafar as the Nawab of Bengal. As we seen in the earlier para, in the Battle of Plassey, that Mir Jafar who was commander of Siraj-ud-Daulah, had joined his hands with the Britishers, and Britishers promised them that if you will help us to defeat Siraj-ud-Daulah, then we will appoint you as Nawab of Bengal. So as promised, the Britishers fulfilled that promise and appointed Mir Jafar as Nawab of Bengal. Robert Clive also went back to England after winning the war, and with the passing of time, Mir Jafar became hostile towards the British. So once the Robert Clive went back to England, so after passing some time, Mir Jafar get against towards the British. That's why the company decided to replace him with his son-in-law Mir Qasim, because Mir Qasim was an efficient, disciplined and a clever ruler who can handle that particular area with his cleverly. Now the problem arose between the Nawab and the company on non-payment of taxes, which occurred already in previous time. So same now also occurred, that they were not paying tax, and due to that they both, means the Nawab and East India Company, both came face to face with each other. And finally in 1763, Mir Qasim was defeated by the company, as they both came in front of each other for a war. So East India Company won and he defeated Mir Qasim in the war. But somehow Mir Qasim was successful to escape. He once again reorganized his army along with the forces of Nawab of Oudh Shuja-ud-Daulah and Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. Once he ran away, he escaped. So once again he formed his new army by joining hands with Nawab of Oudh and Mughal Emperor. Their combined forces met the company forces at Boxer. So now Mir Qasim was having his army. So once again the company and Mir Qasim with his army came face to face at Boxer in 1764. Once again the British East India Company won the war, and all of a sudden Bengal, Awadh, right now it is considered as Lucknow, and Mughal Emperor, this all were under the control of the Britishers as they won the battle. Now Robert Clive was sent to India to take control of the situation. As we have seen earlier that Robert Clive went back to England, but now the situation was out of control. That's why their heads sent Robert Clive back to India, that please go to India and control the situation. And that's how our East India Company, a trading company, emerged, or we can say merged, as a political power in subcontinent of India. And that this is how the Britishers started their rules in India. Here our chapters comes to end. You have to write exercise in your notebook. Still, if you find any doubt or any query, you can contact me. Thank you.